Looking at the analysis this far, Hon Innocent, you have continued to maintain that Delta State has not shown purposeful governance since, in your analysis, they've not been able to establish themselves in any sector as number one, number two, or number three. Are there areas in your view you feel Delta State has not paid attention to that, if they pay sufficient attention to, could make a sizable difference?
Okay, thank you very much for that question. You see, like I said, Delta States, being well positioned by nature, supposed to be taking advantage of our endowments. For instance, we look at Anambra State, Onitsha precisely. You know the volume of trade that is going on in Onitsha, the volume of economic activity that is going on in Onitsha, and Delta State being the closest, Asaba being the closest to Onitsha, even closer than some of the Anambra towns and villages to Onitsha. We are not taking the due advantage to replicate what is happening in Onitsha in Delta State. It's worrisome, it's worrisome. We have an expanse of land bordering the bridge there that with the very minimal efforts can be reclaimed, and thousands of shops will be set up there, and it will be like the main market annex. A lot of them that own shops in Onitsha, they will come to the place to have a shop. A lot of Deltans that wants to do business will also have the availability of those to do business. And the tax or royalty or whatever it may be called will be coming to government. But again, government has not looked to that direction. Onitsha, where it is positioned, a lot of people come from Benin, from Warri, from Ondo to do business in Onitsha. Can you think of if we have such market, at the bank of that river, close to the bridge, would there be any need for these people to cross, to go to Onitsha, to buy their goods? They will eventually stop here, and you see business activities. Why am I emphasizing on all these? These are stimulants to economic growth. You do not want to talk about economic growth if you're not talking about improving your industries, building industries. What of trading? What of agriculture? You understand? These are stimulants that brings about a viable economic growth, and everybody will benefit. Individuals, governments, everybody will benefit. It should not be civil service. Okay, now think about it. The last time that civil service gave job was around so many years ago, during the time of Uduaha. This administration, maybe for one reason or the other, didn't want to continue. They dropped, not until recently that about 1,000 and were recalled. And since then now, there has not been any civil service employment, because it is not something that comes often. There has not been employment. It means that a lot of people that are also looking out for civil service job that have graduated for more than 5-6 years, they are still redundant. They are not employed. They are either, catering on their own or the other. So what is the responsibility of government to seeing the economic viability of estates? So this is what we are talking about. Like I said earlier, we are not saying this to berate anybody, but we want Delta State to be what it should be by the pedestal on which Delta stands. It stands above a lot of states. It is not with pride that I'm mentioning states like Jigawa, Ekiti. It's not with pride. You understand? Let us say we want to channel our internal revenue, Delta State internal revenue, to building of industries, doing real empowerment, building of industries. It's a feat. We achieve a feat that other states cannot even think of. So the resources are there, both human, material, and financial. We have it. We are privileged to have it above some states. So let's deploy those resources to purposeful achievements.
Purposeful achievement, that's it.